entire Eurozone is in danger of bankruptcy. Greek debt soars again with £303 billion owed. Italy's Draghi resigns. We know that a few days ago the Prime Minister of the UK, Boris Johnson, resigns. He's there until the beginning of September. Angela Merkel is gone. And we know that France's Emmanuel Macron has lost a lot of seats to Marine Le Pen. So he's quivering in his shoes as well. And we know, of course, that the energy crisis in Europe is worsening day by day. Germany has no energy. People are scrambling to get firewood to keep themselves. Can you imagine? We're going back to the caveman age. Firewood to keep themselves warm for the winter. Of course, the farmers in Holland, of course, are forced to sell their farms, their livestock. What's going on? It's not just Greece, it's also Italy, France, England, Germany, of course, the Balkan states. Now, the Eurozone could be on the brink of collapsing after Greece's public debt hit a record this year. The Greek public debt significantly increased since last year, reaching 193% of the country's GDP. Inflation for June was 11.6%, up from 10.5% in May last year. And we know that's going to be increasing because, as I told you in a couple of videos back, I love Gouda cheese, which is from Holland. That's up 100% this past week. So inflation is just going to go up because of the food prices going up. Energy prices, of course, are sky high. Now, the government is reimbursing us for energy for the powering our homes, supposedly for our cars. I didn't get any credit for the cars. It only lasted a month, and I wasn't in time to apply for that. But anyway, now according to data from the Greek Statistics Services Elstat, public debt increased 13.417 billion euros between Q1 of 2021 and Q2 of 2022. Public debt is now expected to exceed 357 billion euros. The worrying figure has alerted experts, warning another collapse of the Greek economy could bring the whole Eurozone down. And it's not just Greece, Italy, of course, and the Balkan states. Now, with Italy's political crisis looming on the economy, economists have warned of possible bankruptcy. So it's not just Greece, it's Italy, Spain, Portugal. Now, Stefan Legge, an economics lecturer at the University of St. Gallen in Switzerland, told Euractiv, the fear is back that Italy or Greece or some other countries of Europe will not be able to afford higher levels of interest and could eventually go bankrupt. No kidding. It's Italy, Greece. Basically, what about, they're not talking about Germany. Germany has basically halted production. Now, after Mario Draghi's resignation, a snap election has been set for Italy this September 25th. Rumors of a snap elections are also going on around Greece, as soaring energy, food and fuel prices are costing the government a lot of criticism. And the Greek Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, elected in 2019, dismissed such calls. He's doing his best. I mean, look, he's got all this to contend with. The pandemic, the economic crisis, the energy crisis, the food crisis, and, all of this is not funny at all. As he told Sky Radio, I'm not looking at opinion polls for clearing to call elections, and I agree with him. We have a government, he says, with a strong majority, and it's my obligation to secure the country's stability. More power to him. The euro also continued its retreat from more than a week ago, as high disappointing activity data from France and Germany pushed the single currency lower a day after the European Central Bank highlighted the path for interest rates would be data dependent. German business activity unexpectedly shrank in July, while French manufacturing activity contracted and shrank, and growth in services slowed, primarily purchasing managers' PM survey showed. Analysts said the Eurozone economy appeared to be heading towards a recession. No kidding. You're going to see what's going to happen once September. I told you I had a seminar in Liège, Belgium, when I first came to Greece. And it was the beginning of September. And, the beginning of September is beautiful here. just like September is beautiful in New York with the Indian summers. But in Europe, everybody's wearing their winter coats. In Liège, when I went, beginning of September, everybody was wearing their winter coats. And I had nothing winterish with me because it was all on the ship coming across the Atlantic. But anyway, their winters start at the beginning of September. And it's not funny. They don't have energy to heat themselves with. Now, let alone to work with. Now, the euro was already softer even after the ECB raised rates by more than forecast 50 base points on Thursday, as its new tool to shield highly indebted states from soaring borrowing costs failed to impress investors. So analysts also said that the removal of ECB's forward guidance on rates and the move to a meeting-by-meeting data-dependent stance gives the central bank a small window of opportunity for further tightening. Viraj Patel, macro strategist at Vanda Research, said maybe the ECB, that's the European Central Bank, the euro currency in other words, can eke out another hike in September, but judging by the direction of travel for the European economy, I don't think they'll be in any shape or form to be talking about the rate hikes in December early next year. Traders are now pricing in under 110 BPS of ECB rates hikes by December, down from 120 BPS before the data. And we're going to take a look at what the US dollar is in the currency ratings against the the EU currency. This is by Alessandro Scotto di Santolo on Express UK. Let's take. So here we are. We're converting US dollars to euros. There is basically at parity. 1 euro, 1.2. Okay, let's go to US. Where are we? US. US dollar, 1 US dollar is buys 0.98 euros. So it's basically at parity. That's shocking. Let's go back again. EU, European, where is it? Euro, there it is. Okay. Okay. So it's, should we go to 1 year? Let's go to 1 year. Look at this. Let's go to 5 years. Okay. Let's go to maximum. Okay, at one point it was at, look at this, $1.46 per euro, and now it's down to, obviously, 1.02. Okay, so you can understand how dismal this thing is, and I guess it's going to go way down. February 1984. Okay. So it's going to go way down. This is just the beginning of the drop in the euro currency against the US dollar. So we're heading for a very bumpy ride as far as the global economy is concerned. So please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.